sitting inside us, is in our Paramatma. He's guiding us, he's witnessing everything that's going on in life, and he's trying to say, hey, back to Michael, wake up. Why are you still doing the same thing? Why are you not learning these lessons? So sometimes my lessons, they get repeated because I don't learn everything that I'm meant to learn. And as a student, we accept, okay, but I'm endeavouring to try my best, and that's the most important. Try my best and do things to my best ability, and that's all I can do, is have the right endeavour and the right attitude. But I accept I do not do things correctly sometimes, and I make mistakes. I'm using the word correctly and mistakes, but I'm not. I don't use those words in the day-to-day life, but I'm using those words in normal material life, because we think we're always making mistakes, we're having accidents, coincidences and things like that. But actually in the spiritual world, everything that we're doing serves a purpose. So there's no such thing as accidents and mistakes. Everything is part of a learning curve, so everything is purposeful. So things are happening this way because it's the only way we can learn. If we don't have the lessons as the Lord arranged them like this, then we get caught and we get stuck in life. But he just wants us to be able to progress ourselves and progress ourselves and progress ourselves. So this is what the Lord is trying to help us through. And what I hopefully am going to try to fit it into this last video now is this. It's really, really important to understand. Okay, so if you're a fruitive worker, you just live in normal life and you don't make the Lord the centre of your life and spiritualise your life, then things are going to be very mundane and you'll stay on the same level or you'll go down. However, if you start to make Lord the centre of your life, that means chanting his name, reading his name, listening about him, talking about him, thinking about him, feeling him, make him the centre of everything that you're doing, because the Lord actually has given me everything in my life as he's given you. Everything that we've had, this body, our family, our childhood, our adulthood, all our possessions, everything the Lord has given us. So if we start to serve him as a form of love and appreciation, let alone gratitude, then he starts to take us up onto the next level. But it's really, really important to understand this. If you set your objective in life is to get to the spiritual sphere and get to Goloka or the Vaikuntha planets, you have to be very, very careful here, because having that type of goal isn't going to necessarily get you there, and it's not necessarily get you there in the most direct path. Now, what do I mean by that? It looks like I am going to have to go on to this last video, because there is something that's very, very, very important that I must explain to you, because how we approach our spiritual life and our spiritual development is key, and this is what I'm explaining in this final video.